Hello Sagittarius, welcome to Monarch Intuition, and today I'm going to be doing your December 2022 monthly check-in reading for you. So if you're new to my channel, what I like to do is I like to pull one major arcana to see the energy and then clarify with a different deck. So what's going on for Sagittarius? What do we need to know for you? We have the Wheel of Fortune. So fortune spinning up and down. This is your energy, Sagittarius. It's a very beautiful card to pull for you. It kind of represents you are able to turn the Wheel of Fate at this moment within your life. Okay, so if you've fallen off the Wheel of Fortune, you have an opportunity to get back on. Or if something just goes horribly wrong, you have the opportunity for fortune to spin in your favor, because what goes down must go up and what goes up must go down. That's the eternal wheel of the eternal thought process behind the Wheel of Fortune. It goes from T-A-R-O back to T, okay? So it kind of defies logic and physics. So what is going on with the Wheel of Fortune? What do we need to know? It can also represent, the clock of your life. You have when you're a young child, when you are a young adult, when you're middle-aged, and then when you're older, and then you go back to, nothing. So what's going on with the Wheel of Fortune? What do we need to know for Sagittarius? I'm going to be using the Revelations Tarot. This deck does have reversals in it. We have the Death card. We have the Star card in reversed. And we have the Fool card. Wow, very, very good energy. Okay? This is good energy to have. Because you have the Death card coming out, representing something has ended, right? But you have the Star in reverse, representing your dreams, your goals. Okay? So something has ended in the goal of your life right here, so you've fallen off the Wheel of Fortune. You've kind of hit rock bottom. The stars have fallen down to the earth. Now with the Fool, though, fortune favors fools, because it can always spin up again, meaning that you can have a blank slate and a blank reset on this phase within your life to get you back on track. And that's what you have to understand about the Wheel of Fortune, is that you need to get back on track within your life right here. So you could have been working on a goal, and you may have met someone who you thought was going to be your soulmate or whatever, and then it just ruined your life. Maybe you had a nice little nest egg saved up, everything was going good, you were going to get that promotion at work, and then that person just came in and destroyed everything. Because I always tell you, when things start going good, the devil sends in a man or a woman. But you have the opportunity to spin the fortune back in your favor, okay? You have the opportunity for a blank reset right here, and to get you back on track, because the star represents where you are going within your life, okay? The star represents what's the next phase, what's the next step, who are you as a person? It's the constellation of your life, because every person has like a constellation system behind them, okay? You're going to go through your entire birth chart within your life. Sometimes one of our stars burns out and we're never able to go on to the next point. Sometimes something can reignite that star and allows us to finish up a cycle. So what's going on with the Death card? What do we need to know here? We have the Sun, and we have the Seven of Skulls. There's a silver lining. There's a silver lining to this ending right here. And that silver lining is growing. This is a growth process. Because remember, the Sun is a star. Alright? The Sun is something that is beautiful and magnificent. Sometimes stars blow up, though. And when they blow up, they get really big. So that's the Seven of Skulls, tending to a situation and watching it grow. So I kind of feel like you watched a star in your constellation just kind of explode. With the star energy, you have the Five of Scepters and the Five of Grails. Yeah. You had to walk away from a situation, but here's the thing, there's still a silver lining by you walking away. Someone fought over your Three Cups, knocked them all over, and was like, "Hi, you don't have anything, Sagittarius." But you have an opportunity to spin fate with the Fool. You have the Three of Knives and the Empress. It represents this. You have the opportunity on the Empress again, but that doesn't just mean that you're going to skip all of the heartbreak. That also doesn't mean that the heartbreak won't exist for you. The heartbreak is still going to be there. Whatever this was, chalk it up to experience, okay? but you do have the Empress coming out. So why did this situation have to end? The Three of Knives, or the Three of Skulls, the Lord of Scepters, and the Queen of Scepters. One more card. And the Four of Knives. I feel like you just got burnt out by people. I feel like people really truly burnt you out. They stole a lot of your energy. You did a lot for other people. And the situation just kind of ended with you having like a solar flare and just kind of like losing your shit. The Three of Skulls is that you're working on something very harmoniously, right? And people are watching you, wanting you to work more. Spin more straw into gold for us, Sagittarius. Do more for us. And not allowing you to rest with the Four of Knives. They didn't see that you had the Three of Swords above you. All they saw is that you had a sword underneath you. And they didn't want to tend to your heartbreak right here. They didn't want to try to fix the situation. All they wanted you to do was continue to spin the straw into gold and continue to go out there with your sword underneath your bed. They didn't care about the emotional aspect behind it. All they wanted was war. All they wanted was the Five of Wands. Okay? You had the Three of Swords, or the Three of Swords coming out. You have the Three of Cups spilled out, representing that, yes, you do have the opportunity to move forward, but you still need to tend to what has happened over here. The Two of Scepters, the Two of Grails, and the Daughter of Knives. But what is coming in is a new opportunity. What is coming in is the Daughter of Knives. You have the opportunity to see things from a different perspective, to maybe start a new situation where you are a novice. However, you have all of the intellect behind you. Because the Page of Swords, or the Daughter of Knives, is represented by a page, right? Someone who's brand new to a situation, someone who's really young, but they have the knowledge and the experience behind them because they carry the sword. So even though they are new to this situation, they still have a very sharp intellect because they still carry the sword of God. They still carry the sword of truth. That's the thing about the pages, is that they are blessed with the aces. So it's kind of like if, you know, a page pulled the sword out of the rock, and now all of a sudden they have this magical sword. They don't know what to do with it, but now they have all the magical powers at their hands. They need someone to teach them how to wield it. The Ten of Knives coming out with the Ace of Scepters and the Eight of Scepters. So from this perspective in this deck, the Ten of Knives does represent last resort, okay? Let's look at the imagery behind this card. So as you can see, this is a woman. She's laying on the bed, and if you look right here, there is a knife in her chest. Now, here's the thing. Unlike the traditional deck where the Ten of Knives, the person is dead, this person is a vampire. So they're watching the situation, understanding that they are bleeding out, right? The vampire understands this. However, vampires are undead. They have the opportunity to regenerate themselves. So this person is looking at the person who has killed her, and she's going to muster up her last little bit of energy at the right moment to bite the person who did this to her, so that way she can regenerate herself. So I kind of feel like this is it right here. This is last resort energy. You have the opportunity to move forward within your life, but just understand that there is a last resort. You're going to have to, you know, draw upon all of your strength and your skill and your willpower right here, if you really want something within your life. Or it could be representation that you gave someone the Ten of Knives with your, you know, Page of Swords energy. And now you have a new opportunity with the Eight of Scepters. You have the Devil coming out, you have the Queen of Pentacles, and you have the Daughter of Grails. Wow. The Devil's really trying to lure you in right here. the devil's trying to give you some sort of gift to fill up your cup. Why is that? Oh my gosh, I just dropped this. Hold on. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it because I'm kind of locked in with this new system that I have set up. Hold on. Let's see if I can get out of here. We have the Ace of Skulls. Okay. So this devil with this Queen of Pentacles is trying to offer you this Ace of Skulls to fill up your cup. But it does come with a contract. It does require you to be bound to a situation. It does require... If this is something from your past coming back up, definitely, for sure. Maybe this is an opportunity that you didn't have before. It would be like, say you were on a, the TV show Survivor, right? And someone did something, you know, really shady. Because, you know, in Survivor, they can vote each other off. And they usually vote off the really strong people first. You have to make, like, alliances and whatnot. And maybe you got voted off in a really shady manner. This time, you have the opportunity to come back around at, like, the next version of Survivors, the next season, to play the game again. However, if you want to do that and you want to get revenge on the situation, does come with, you know, that contract behind it. Does come with... You receive a payment, but you have to bind yourself to something else. So understand that this is not something that comes free. This is, you know, you have to make a decision right here. And the decision is, do you want to be bound to the devil? The devil does represent contracts. It doesn't have to be anything horribly wrong. It's just you play by the devil's rules. When you buy a house, you sign a contract, right? As long as you're paying that contract, or as long as you're paying off that, you know, bank note, whatever it is, nothing bad's going to happen. But the moment you start missing payments, there's foreclosure, there's, you know, bankruptcy, all that other bad stuff that comes with the devil that, you know, is hidden. And that's what you have to understand, is that you have to pay attention to the bad stuff the most. You can't just always pretend that it's always going to be, you know, happy and luxury and whatever. That's why people have nest eggs. That's why people have, you know, things behind them. So I kind of feel like if you make this decision, you need to come from a very mature energy. You have to make the decision of, I understand what are all the bad things that come with this contract, but I understand that there are a lot of good things that come with it. You have the Fool with the Ace of Cups and the Five of Knives. So you have 3 aces coming out now. You're missing the Ace of Swords, I think. Yeah. So you have a new opportunity, right? You have a new opportunity for this Ace of Cups. But understand that it comes with the Five of Knives behind it. You're either going to have to be savage and vicious about this. Like, you have to want it, and you have to understand that you're paying off the devil. Okay? That's what your goal is right here. If, say, for example, you are at a company and you got a promotion and it allows you to buy a house, you're going to have to be on your A game at that company because you don't want to get fired, right? You're going to have to be a savage. You're going to have to understand that these co-workers are not your friends. You're going to have to start looking at the ugly truth behind things. And maybe that's what you fail to see, Sagittarius, is the ugly truth behind people. How a page could damage you, okay? You have to mind your P's and Q's. Everyone's trying to cancel someone nowadays because they want something that someone else has. Half the time, people who cancel other people don't actually give a shit about the problem. They just want to cancel someone because they want, you know, to have it for themselves. It is what it is. It's a dog-eat-dog world. That's what you have to understand right here. If you accept this, you know, thing from the devil, you have to go into this Five of Swords energy, and it's like, get out of my way. I got what I needed out of this situation. I have a brand new restart. I have double Fool coming out. Yeah, I'll never allow what happened again to happen to me. I'm going to, you know, be vicious because I still have to pay off this right here. I'm not going to be foreclosed upon. I'm not going to go into bankruptcy. It's, you get out of my way. And you're going to have to really come to that conclusion. And you're going to have to eat up these types of people right here. These types of people, you're going to have to be firm with them. Okay? These people who want to burn you out and burn up your sun and burn up your energy and burn up everything that you have and take from you and then leave you in the Ten of Swords, be careful. You have the Star coming out upright, you have the Temperance coming out, and then you have the Eight of Knives. So the Star will allow you to move forward on the Eight of Knives with the Temperance energy. So the Temperance will come in and allow you to move forward within your Star, but you're going to have to come to the conclusion for yourself. Do you want to unbind yourself? Okay? Do you want to live in ignorance is bliss, or are you going to accept this new opportunity or something from your past, whatever it is, with the Five of Knives mentality, win at all costs? Like, if you're going to go on, one of those TV shows, it's not, Survivor, the best friends race. It's Survivor. That's it. Okay? This has nothing to do with we're going to make friends and be allies. Like, you're going to have to turn on them, too. The Three of Grails with the Emperor with the Six of Grails. You're going to have to be the one in control of the Three of Grails. You're going to have to be the one who nurtures these people, but understand at the same time, they are your competition. If you want to be the boss, then you got to be the boss. You can nurture a team underneath you, but at the same time, you have to come in with the Five of Swords sometimes and be like, nope, you're out. The Hanged Man with the Nine of Knives with the Judgment. You can't hesitate. You can't allow anxiety to cause you to hesitate, because you have to pay this off if you decide to make the choice. Okay? It's kind of like, The Little Mermaid, when Ursula made that contract with her, she gave her 3 days. Most people wouldn't have just danced around the first 3 days and, try to have, all this romance. They would have been figuring out a plan. How do you get this person? And that's what this is. You have the opportunity to spin it in your favor, but understanding that judgment is there. You don't have time to sit down and relax and just be sad. You have to keep moving. And balance it out for yourself. That's the balance to this. So what's going on with the spellcasting oracle cards? You have dreams, and you have closure. So focus on your dreams. Try to get as much closure as you can. I feel like this is a situation that will allow you to have closure. This will be the final conclusion to something for you. All right? Maybe you have a situation in your past where it's just not, you don't understand it, and you're looking at it. There are a lot of loose ends, and maybe you're trying to act like, Columbo, trying to tie up all those loose ends, trying to figure it out. I think something might come to you in your dreams. Maybe you'll be sitting there daydreaming one day, and then something will just pop out to you. But I feel like there is a way for you to get closure right here. But in order for you to get closure, if that's what you're seeking, then you can't be nice about it. You have eternal love. Love is love is love, and transcends physical death. Graveyard, unnecessary fear. I don't think you need to be scared about this situation. I just think you need to do it. Okay? Don't be scared. Don't hold back. Just do what you have to do. The judgment is the superpower of the fire signs, okay? Judgment is not there to be nice with you. You have sovereignty, crow, fairy, glamour. Okay. So, who was it? Scorpio pulled these cards. I'm going to get you one more. Frog, creativity. Use this creativity to your advantage. Use your glamour, use your advantage, use your looks as a way. It's kind of like, Ursula said, and don't forget about body language. Yeah, that's what this is. Be creative. If you want a new opportunity, if you want to get back at something, if you really want to just end this situation, you're going to have to be creative about it. And you cannot slow down, and you can't be held back by fear, and you can't, you have to understand. always look at the dark aspects. Don't just look at the positivity and the joy. It's kind of like when people are like, what are the symptoms when you look at medication on the TV? They always look so happy, right? And then at the end of the commercial, someone like lists off 50 different side effects and they speak really fast, right? Most people will be like, well, I'm going to take that risk. I see all that fancy stuff over there. I want it. But then they don't see all this other stuff. They're only paying attention to the good, positive effects, but they don't see X, Y, and Z. Okay? You have Rado, speed your journey, ease a transition, aid communication, bring good news, and find your spiritual way. The Temperance Angel is also your energy, Sagittarius, so that could be that eternal love. Maybe you have an ancestor watching over you. You could have, a guardian angel paying attention to you. You could just feel protected right here. So you have wonjo, joy, happiness, celebration, harmony, family, fellowship, hope, and good luck. The spiritual meaning is the inner peace with and one with the universe. So you have a good luck coming in, but, still pay attention. Infinite abundance and light heart. So take it with a light heart. I feel like things are about to really turn in your favor right here. You're going to have an opportunity coming back that maybe you missed out on. Maybe you couldn't get back on the Wheel of Fortune. But this season right here, Sagittarius, this time for you, it is the time period for you to be able to spin fate for yourself. Okay? So I feel like that's something that you need to learn to do. If you cannot do that, I just feel like a very fortuitous event is coming up for you. Understand the positives, but understand the negatives. Understand if you take the positives with the negatives, if you take this contract, you gotta not look at the happiness. You gotta look at all the dark things behind it and say, I don't want that to happen, so I need to be on my A game, okay? So anyway, Sagittarius, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll talk to you later.